Greetings you guys. I know it's been a while. I haven't made any model train videos for some time because I've been totally busy stuff at home and at the museum. Well, anywho, I got some locomotives here. They're this guy. These two are new. And the rest of these are used. Except, I consider they're new. Well, first off, got this for the model train stuff for a good price. And it's a Conrail GP10. And Conrails had these, and also the Milwaukee Road had some GP10s. Except for the Milwaukee Road, they have a little notched on top here where the number boards and the headlight. And I give it the weather look, and it's been used on the road. And of course, my railroad went to the Genesis, Wyoming, and it's Milwaukee Southern Railway Lines, and it's got the new logo of my railroad. Looks pretty nice. I weathered as the phototype. So the patch job, I did exactly, the patch job is I did afterwards. Then the next one is a ex-Union Pacific B40-7. Well, I did use a hat of Walther's type like this one. Except it started to screw up on me, and I don't know why. So I was trying to fix it, except it never did ran. So it has something to do with the motor inside, or it just quit working. So I had to get a replacement one. This one is a an Atlas, and the one I had it messed up on me years ago is a Walther's, and that was an XLMX locomotive leasing company. So I gave this XUP marked as for my railroad because Milwaukee Road had motive power painted in the UP paint scheme. Some of them. So during that time, that was the subsidiary of the Milwaukee Road thought they were going to merge with the UP, and that's why that's why the Milwaukee Road started painting in their UP yellow. Well, there's a little bit of history of that. You just have to search for it on the internet. Okay, the next one. Well, these next three, I was lucky. I got these at the antique store, and there was this guy who had the table full of HO scale stuff at this antique store in Centralia, and I got these three for a decent price. And these two, they're powered, except for the one in the center. The shell on this one, there was no under chassis, so I bought the shell without the under chassis because I noticed the clip the snap-on clip, the shell was a Bachmann. And it was meant for a Bachmann GP30 under chassis, and I have the under chassis for it, so it was perfect. The guy who had it add some Atheron grab irons in the plow in a dummy headlight detail instead of the top one. And it was perfect because I didn't really need to do anything because the detail was already there for the shell, and the under chassis I already got at home. So it's amazing. I put my own railroad name on there, and it's X Rail Grand GP30 3011. And I had to make my own decal number boards because once it came with, it was showing the clear plastic, and if you turn on the locomotive, the light with the shine right through there, it looked weird without the number boards. So I just put the decal number boards on there. After that, it runs great. So are these other three. This is I was surprised there was an Atheron Genesis there. FP7. And it's a Southern Pacific. It was amazed me. There was a whole bunch of Southern Pacific motive power there. So this one caught my eye because a couple of years ago, when the Atheron Genesis was coming out with these, I wanted to get one so badly. So I just never bothered to get one. And this, it was lucky that I seen one at that antique store. So these three I got for $100. And I didn't really need to do anything to this guy because the detail was already there. So the only problem when I took it home, tested it, it wasn't running. All I heard was a humming. So I took the shell off. I noticed the plug-in for the DCC was reverse. So I turned it the other way and plug it back in, and this thing was running like it should. It was brand new. So the guy who had it must have didn't use it that much. And the wheels need to be clean. I lubricate the gears, so it runs. It's got LED lights in there, and the number board and the headlights are just perfect. And I like how it looks. I put my own railroad name on there. And a leasing, at least for my railroad, marked MS. By the way, I hand painted my railroad's initials because I didn't have no white letter decals because I used them all, so I hand painted this. So it looks pretty good. And also I did with the GP30. It did some little weather on it in the trucks, some grime when it's been working hard. And okay. The next one is a Baldwin AS616. It says it's a Stewart. So it has Atheron trucks on it. So when I was looking in the box of this thing, there was 2 electric motors in there. And I noticed the brand for one is a smooth, powerful electric motor. Instead of the Atheron, I know the Atheron electric motors like to make noises when you put the shell on. Except when I put the better improved electric motor in here, what came with the box, it made it run a lot better. It made it quieter, and it runs great. It runs really great. And I didn't weather this too much because I'm probably going to be using this for excursion runs only. Yeah, I just add a little rust on the trucks in front. And not too much soot and grime. I know these Baldwin AS616s, I know they like to get used a lot, and a lot of soot and grime up here on top. And this is also as X on the Pacific, except I paint my own railroad initials on there. So I'm representing the paint scheme of the Southern Pacific. And showing the classic paint schemes of the Southern Pacific, what they used. So I left the road number because I saw the picture of it, except I'm not too sure this 5210 is still running around. I'm not sure if it still is. I know there's still Baldwin's AS616s are still running out there today. Only 3 remaining exists are running today. That's what I know. So there you guys go.